Now, Gridiron will be going around in the first of the day. This horse has only had the 3 runs here in Malaysia. Was well supported on debut, ran 4th in Penang. That was back in early November. He's had the 2 runs since then. Given a nice slow workout there on the sand is Gridiron from the yard of Shanmugam. Cheskill takes the ride. He draws a wide barrier. He goes around in the opening race of the day. Gridiron. Now, lining together is still a maiden after 25 starts, but he's coming off 2 seconds in a row. The most recent here last weekend when he was runner-up behind Swift back on the 4th of January. And lining together goes around in race 1. Swift has now gone to the lead from lining together. Out wide, Get the Lotsky, followed by Semi-Freddo. Swift is racing away, though, with 100 metres to run from lining together. And out wide, Get the Lotsky and Swift. First win for 2.5 years. Swift has won from lining together, Get the Lotsky, and Red Eastern had his chance from the top end. They were followed by Semi-Freddo. Major Green was back in winning form last start when he was successful here last Saturday over the 1,000 metres. He remains in Class 5 company, goes around in race 2. Major Green searching for back-to-back victories. He needs to rally because Major Green looms up on the outside to take the lead. He pulls away from D Great Strike and they were followed by Determined to Win, but Major Green causes the minor upset here and Major Green goes on to win. Malcolm Thwaites has 3 for the day. Determined to Win ran 2nd. D Great Strike, Every Chance came in 3rd. And now, Harlan Falcon is working up on the inside of stablemate Huanyong Road, and Harlan Falcon goes around in race number 4, the Jumbo Jet Handicap. Hafiz will take the 3 kilo claim aboard. Harlan Falcon, he hasn't been far away in recent starts since winning a race in Penang over the mile back in September last year. So that is Harlan Falcon working up on the inside of Huanyong Road, which has drawn a wide gate there in race 8 on Sunday's program. Don't Forget This was taken out by his race rider there, M. Yusri, on Tuesday morning, working up on the sand, and he'll be stepping up to the mile for the first time in race number 4. Don't Forget This, of course, a recent winner down the 1,000 metre straight course at Ipoh recently. That was back on the 10th of November. He was unplaced a week later, so he steps up to the 1,600 for the first time. Draws barrier 2. Don't Forget This goes around in the Jumbo Jet Handicap. Iyellowness is coming off an all-the-way victory here back on Saturday of last week, and he got away with some very easy sectionals on the good track. They were 6 seconds outside the record. However, he's going for 2 in a row. Iyellowness goes around in race 5. To open up there with Reuven aboard, and he is safely home. Iyellowness is drawing away for a very comfortable win. Iyellowness, it was a sprint home at the end. Iyellowness has defeated Aguero and Top Turf, and then came back. Now, the 2 Kevin Coatsey runners engaged in the Perak Derby on Sunday. Da Vinci, that's him working up on the outside of Sing Express. Of course, Da Vinci ran 2nd in this race last year after his Governor's Gold Cup win there in Penang in 2018. And Da Vinci coming off an unplaced effort there in the Governor's Gold Cup there recently. And Sing Express steps up to Group 1 grade for the first time this weekend. So that's Da Vinci working up outside of Sing Express. Both runners go around in the Perak Derby, which is race 6 on Sunday. Not Usual Prince working up on the inside of Soon You Think. Not Usual Prince also goes around in the Derby, and of course is coming off a recent win here in a Novus race back in November. Ran 4th in Penang in a 51 to 74 bandy race recently. So Not Usual Prince will be ridden by Jay Daniel, and that's him working up on the inside of Soon You Think, who will be going around in the 1,800 metre contest later in the day. Not Usual Prince and Soon You Think working together there on Tuesday. Hong Chen is engaged in the Derby as well. Hong Chen, he went for 2 rounds there on Tuesday morning. He'll be stepping up to the 2,400 metres for the first time, coming off his unplaced effort there in the recent Group 1 Governor's Gold Cup in Penang. He was only about 5.5 lengths away from the winner, and not a bad effort, Hong Chen. Still a query at Group 1 level. He may be a query at the distance, but he's quite a handy performer. Half East takes the ride. Hong Chen is engaged in the Derby. Now this is King Win, tuned up for the Derby there on Sunday. He's coming off a last start win in Penang when he was successful over the 1,700 metres, as of course he ran fourth in the Coronation Cup back in mid-November. Not a bad performance in his first foray into Group 1 racing. He steps up to the 2,400 for the first time this week with AK Lim aboard, and looks a rough each way chance, maybe one for the trifectas. That is King Win from the yard of Peter Lee. Last start winner, Indomitable Speed, goes around in race 7. He's up in grade. He'll be carrying the minimum 52 kgs with SU Lim aboard. Of course, very impressive, coming from midfield and winning over the 1,400 metres in Penang back on the 29th of December. He's won twice in 15 starts overall, and will be carrying less weight when he goes around in race 7. The Who Knows handicap, that is Indomitable Speed. Aspen will be stepping up to the 1,600 metres there in race 7 this coming Sunday. He's coming off a last start second over the 1,400 metres after leading. He was eventually run down over the final stages. This is Aspen.
Pershing to go after the front runner. 100 to go. Limbs Pershing strikes the lead. He pulls away from Aspen. Then Double Rainbow. Limbs Pershing too good for Sue Lim. Limbs Pershing has defeated Aspen. Double Rainbow third, and fourth is King Power. They were followed by...
Carrying the 279 saddle cloth, working up on the outside is Purple Rain, and will be ridden by Saddam in race 8. Coming off an unplaced effort from a wide barrier over 1,400 last start, but was placed over the 1,200 metres prior to that. Purple Rain, it's only had the 8 starts for the 1 win. Had a few barrier issues there along the way, but fourth up this campaign, that is Purple Rain. Multi-Blue Tosca goes around in race number 8. He's coming off an all-the-way victory there at Penang from the pole position, and he was able to beat Gloria Maris on that occasion. He's going for back-to-back victories. He draws barrier 10 with I Ferdsreal to take the 3 kilo claim. Ferdsreal was aboard the gelding last time out, so Multi-Blue Tosca looking to go 2 in a row in the Colonel Daly handicap. Always De Great is backing up from his second placing behind Mystic Master here last Saturday. This was over the 1,000 metres. He does step up to the 1,200 metres on this occasion. He's won 3 times over the journey. Always De Great goes around in race 8.
And then Pomp, Mystic Masters finding plenty. He draws away over the last 100 metres from Always De Great, and then came Nova Ranger. That's the way they finish. Mystic Master wins well from Always De Great, Nova Ranger. They were followed by Orient Express, Pomp.
Rant and Rave will be backing up from his 8 days. He was going around here on the 4th of January. He ran third behind Roses For Me. M. Yusri retains the ride there with Rant and Rave as we have a look at the replay.
Can it be the day for Roses For Me? The mare rallies up alongside of Rainbow Fish, who tries to fight back, and they were clear then of Rant and Rave and also Tan's Legendary. Roses For Me in front, she's clinging on, and Roses For Me, a maiden no longer, and she breaks the duck. Rainbow Fish was second. He got very close on the line, but Roses For Me was able to win from Rainbow Fish and also Rant and...
Golden Rooster has been knocking on the door for quite a while now. He has been placed on 7 occasions from 18 starts, and he's coming off a last start second behind Perfect Run here a week ago.
Golden Rooster hits the lead with Perfect Run. Perfect Run goes with Golden Rooster. They beat off Sandbank, but Perfect Run is finishing it off a lot better under the claim, and Perfect Run gets the job done. Perfect Run has won from Golden Rooster and Sandbank. They were followed by Ball and Chain. Next over, Handy Bet, Luck Success, Beijing Star, Red Rackham, Mr. Epic.
Purple Rain Lady is going around in race number 10 there on Sunday and is coming off a recent win there, Purple Rain Lady. And she goes up to Class 4 grade on this occasion, coming off a Class 5 victory back on the 17th of November. So she has been given a freshen up from trainer KF Wong. Napoleon is the horse working up on the outside. Purple Rain Lady and Napoleon working together on the sand Tuesday morning. All Serene is on the upgrade following its Class 5 victory back on the 21st of December there in Penang, when he was able to lead all the way and win by a length and a half. So All Serene, a winner of 9 races from 67 starts overall, will be ridden by Calvin Goon in race 10. Dr. Ginger made it 2 wins in a row when he was successful here last Saturday in the 1,000 metres Class 4. He's going for the hat-trick in race 10, the 131 handicap, as we have a look at Dr. Ginger winning last week.
Junior still in front. Here's Dr. Ginger. He's slowly but surely clawing back the margin. In fact, he's finishing too well, the Doctor. He goes to the lead, Dr. Ginger, and he goes back to back. Dr. Ginger has won from Junior, third Casing Royal, then Trinity on it. Great Eminence has picked.
Now, Lucky Giant ran well when first up from a 3-month spell. He was runner-up behind Bringer of War. Peaked on his run over the final stages. This is going back to the last race on Sunday. This is Lucky Giant.
100 metres to go. Bringer of War takes over now and draws away from Lucky Giant and then Provocateur. But Bringer of War home in the last. Bringer of War first up from the spell for the Shane Edwards yard with Z-Car Reel aboard. Bringer of War has won the final race with Lucky Giant second. Provocateur.
Now this is Polo Master, goes around in race number 11 there on Sunday. Z-Car Reel will take the ride, and this horse has proven himself up to the 1800 metres. He's coming off an unplaced effort there in KL, and he was placed on 3 occasions prior to that, so he's been around the mark. That is Polo Master. He draws barrier 4 in the Varon handicap. Now this is Real Our Star working in front of stablemate Black and White. Real Our Star goes around in the last. Of course, the 5-year-old building up a pretty handy record of 8 wins from 28 starts overall. Rosmeason will take the ride. So that is Real Our Star wearing the 181 saddle cloth number. He goes around in the Indian Heather Stakes, which winds up the card on Sunday. And Dardo is going around in race number 12 on Sunday and has had a few runs here in Malaysia. Yet to run a place locally. In fact, he's only posted the 1 win from 15 starts overall, and that win was recorded in Singapore back in October of 2018. He did pick up 3 wins there in New Zealand prior to coming across to Singapore. So that is Andado, draws gate 11 with Hafiz aboard, and it goes around in race 12. Andado.